Yeah. Oh, I'm dying to live.
Cool. Here with Paul Flores. Thanks for coming, man.
No worries, brother. How you doing?
Pretty good. So when did you start skating, Paul?
When I was 10 years old, I lived over here in Lake Elsinore, where I lived at before, east side of Elsinore, which is like on Highway 74, which is like all dirt. So all I ever rode was bikes. I didn't know nothing about fucking skateboarding until we moved into this housing track, and there was no dirt jumps. I went to a skate shop and I bought a Maple Skateboard Venture Trucks. That was my first board, and there were some skaters out front, and then they were doing kick flips. I just mimicked it, so I threw one out there, and there I landed on it.
On your first try?
Not my first try, but I was flicking them, and then I landed on them, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep up every fucking day after that.
But yeah, what was the scene like here?
So the scene here, you had like you had these skaters, which is like James Hogeson or Greg Manos, Angelo, which is like Greg's little brother. You had these skaters that were like actually skating. Like James Hogeson was doing switch kickflip back tails. 12 years old, when I moved into this fucking housing track, like I mentioned, somebody came running up the street saying, Tony Hawk's in town. So we went down to this fucking field, and there's Tony Hawk. He's building these two freaking big old half pipes for like an air that he's trying to break a record.
I remember that, the
end, right? And so I went down there, and in the beginning they're like, yeah, you can't be around here right now, or you can't be here, period. And I just kept going. Like I went first day, second day, and third day until like they told me like, hey, can you pick up some nails and whatnot? And I was like, fuck it, I'll pick up nails, because he was driving his Mercedes, his black Mercedes, and like parking it to take pictures. And
Tony was?
And there was this dude there with like colorful fucking hair, which turns out to be fucking Kevin Staub, another fucking legend.
Oh yeah.
I bothered him every fucking day. I needed to show him my clips. And so I showed him the clips. Then I showed him me kickflipping the 10 stair and then ollieing the Walmart gap, and just these clips I was doing at 12. And they were building this indoor skate park in Temecula called the Ollie House. Yeah, and then they told me that they're going to be working over there, and if I needed to help out a little bit or do anything, I could go over there, and that's like where it started. Like Kevin Staub blessed me with clothes and shoes. Then I picked up Active Ride Shop for a sponsor. Active blessed me. They're
still going strong with their team, huh?
Oh yeah, man. They dwindled down to a few shops, but Active definitely was that shop, right? Yeah. My first ad was me going back to that school that I already landed the trick and ollied off the roof. They said, let's shoot it. And so I went there and I shot that, and it was an interview in Automatic Magazine. And then right after that, I got picked up by this brand called Warco Skateboards. They gave me an ad in Thrasher Magazine. I ended up buying it. At the time, it was WORCO, and I bought the name and I switched it to WARCO.
So I know you went through a serious injury. Can you tell us what happened and how you're feeling nowadays?
In 2013, I was filming for Warco Skateboards now. We were filming a video, which we did release it and everything. It took a lot longer because I snapped my spine. I broke my lower back.
Wow.
And that had to do with just not taking care of my body properly enough.
Right.
I did a switch frontside flip over this 12-stair handrail in LA, and I landed it on the board, but I broke my board first. Broke my board, but the compression of the impact shot my L5S1. But I knew when I did it the first time, something popped in my back.
Wow.
But the Jack Daniels was like a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 30, I'll be 39 here next month, and I just want to chill. I got a 10-year-old son that likes to roll around when he can, but I don't push skating on him.
Right. Yeah.
Just whenever he wants to skate, I'm down. If he wants to ride a bike, I'm fucking down.
Yeah.
Wants to ride anything.
Cool. Yeah.
My advice for any skater out there is just to, like if you're doing this for like a career seriously and you take it fucking serious, then you gotta take your body serious, which means like like the partying, the drinking, the drugs, all that shit doesn't, you know, it did play a part in skating because we've seen it for so long and so many different brands, you know,
Right.
out there, you know, promoting that shit, right?
Right.
But like, that's how I broke my back. Honestly, I just take every day, like
Yeah.
it's just for the day that I'm gonna try to do better.
Right.
You know, we're gonna go through trials and tribulations. If it's
Exactly.
you know, as we get older, right? You get, you know, you have kids. You can either be with the mom or you separate. There's so many life and trial and tribulations that we
Right.
go through. You can have a girlfriend, breakups, somebody die, somebody it's just a different time.
Right.
The hardest thing for me to do was to go ask another person for help.
Yeah.
I always thought, I got this.
Hey, well, that's pretty cool. Now you're out there helping other people.
Yeah, it's amazing to be able to go and do speaker meetings and speak at facilities and detox facilities, or go to an AA or an NA meeting and be able to share my experience, strength, and hope
Right.
to people.
Honored to have you on here.
Really appreciate
Sharing
it.
your story.
Yes, sir.